So 2 down. The catcher digs in now. On the ground, this should do it. Servideo. On to first.
He's
Ball
out.
game. Abe really stood out in this win. 5 hits, including a couple. Abe with a coming up to the dish for Chesapeake. Abe perfect at the plate last night. 5 for 5. Crushes this one to left and forget about it. That is a no-doubt home run. That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. He may have been hunting something on the outer half, but he kept the hands in and blasted that one out for the round tripper. Hard ground ball, base hit, and here comes the runner. Crosses the plate. It's 2-1. Big time at bat right there. Comes through and they're back within a run. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Tosses to first. They get the out on the safe play, but I think they could have tried for 2. Runner at second here with 2 gone. And here's the first baseman, Anderson De Los Santos. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. This one's in the dirt. Smoke to first, but caught. 1 left on base, but they still lead it 2-1. Digging in for the Bay Sox, Abe. And in the first inning, he started off his day at the dish with a 2-run homer. Not a bad way to get things going. Now this one's crushed down the line, hooking, foul ball. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a drive. Back there. Snags it on the warning track. Runner at first. Next is the designated hitter, Jace Bowen. The 0-1 offering. On the ground. Could be 2. Goes to second for 1. Over to first.
No,
Safe.
he's in there. Safe.
Stepping to the plate for Chesapeake, Abe. He's already homered in this ballgame. That one hooked foul. The Bay Sox with the tying run at the dish. That one is absolutely pummeled. Out of here. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Lifted in the air to right center. Polanco drifting towards this one. 1 away. One out, and the potential go-ahead run is at second. Here comes the 2-2 offering. And a base hit right there. Coming to the plate. Ball comes home, and he is dead at the plate. In with the double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 gone. Next up for the Bay Sox, Abe. into right center. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. And the Bay Sox walk it off. A thrilling finish in the 11th inning. I'm sure he was feeling the pressure in this moment, but he showed a cool head, made good contact, and brought home the winning run. That's fantastic work. Your final score in this game, 5-4. A one-run extra inning win. For our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in. Abby Abe, fresh off an impressive 2-home run performance. They'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Chesapeake Bay Sox and the Hartford Yard Goats. First pitch coming your way next. Here's the third baseman, Abby Abe. Bringing some pop at the plate recently, averaging more than a homer per day over the last 5 games. An unreal pace. Out in front, ripped foul. Hodo on second, Beavers over at first with 1 away. Line drive knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Welcome back to Hartford, top of the 4th inning. Oh, what a great play. And the throw, nicely done for the out. Go-ahead run on base. Next up for the Bay Sox, Abby Abe. This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. The relay, and safe at the plate. They take the lead. It's 2-1. So the hitting streak rolls on with another knock, and he's just unconscious at the plate lately. It always seems like he comes up to the dish with a plan of attack, and it's clearly been... Oh, Oh, and it's
Full
a wild
count.
pitch. Now the payoff pitch. Grounder to short. Torres. And now 2 gone.
Out.
And here's the first baseman, Anderson De Los Santos. Runner at second with 2 down. And ball 4.
Take your
2
base.
aboard. Carter Young getting ready to hit. Soft liner to center field. Makes the play. That is out number 3. So with 1 away, the bases are loaded. Jason Hinchman now at the plate. Here's the payoff pitch. On the ground to third. Tosses to first.
Got him, that's
Out
an
at
out.
first, though the runner stays out of the double play by going on the 3-2 pitch. Now the third baseman, Abby Abe. 1 for 3. Ground ball to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Gets
He's
to the
out.
pitcher covering the bag. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. This is where the PFPs that teams run in spring training come into play. Nice job at first to knock the ball down and keep it on the infield, and then get it to the pitcher covering the bag for the out. 1-2 now. And a base hit right there. Runner around third. The tag and safe. And they lead by 2 now. Got the job done to put them up by 2. Bit risky from the pitcher with that inside breaking ball to the opposite-handed hitter. A lot of time to see the spin and get the hands inside to hammer it like that. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around second on his way to third. Headed for the plate. Comes across to score. The tag, and that's the ball game. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the Abby Abe digs in now. Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. Serious power numbers over the last 10 games. That one ripped into right center. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. Coming around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. Man at second here with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Dylan Beavers. Now here's the 0-2. Swing, soft line drive. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. So a run. And now the DH, Chris Bryant. Ground ball to third base. Picks it up. Throw to first in
He's
time.
out.
2 outs and runners at first and second. And here at the plate, Abby Abe. Picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far. Oh, what a great play. And that is a nice play to end the inning. So up next, Jason Hinchman. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now at the plate, Abby Abe. This is a prime opportunity right here. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. He's safe. They clear the bases. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Payoff pitch. Got him. One away here in the fifth. The second baseman, the next to hit. This one's in the dirt. Swings and lifts a high fly ball out to left. Does it have the distance? Snags it on the warning track. Runner tags it second. In there safely.
Hey, big throw.
Runner at third and 2 out. Now, Creed Willems. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounder left side. Gets it to first.
Out.
And they are happy just to get off the field after that disastrous inning. So they move out in front after a 4-run showing. Home half of the fifth coming up. Chesapeake with the lead, 5-3. Today's action is brought to you by Hack and Slash Landscaping, offering Ultra Grass, the grass they don't want you to have. Bottom of the fifth here in Hartford. Oh, gloves it. Rhoda first, and very nicely done for the out. Nice Brooks Robinson impression on that play. Dives to the left, stabs it, then gets up and makes the throw over to first. Outstanding. Out to center. Gets under it, makes the catch. They limit the damage. Home half of the sixth. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, Charlie Condon. Grounds this to the left side. Abe. To first. One out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the sixth. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Abby Abe getting ready to hit. That's a base hit. Coming to the plate. Comes across to score. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. Nice job to drive in the run. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. The 0-1. Into center. Carey on the move. Makes the grab. That ends the inning and limits the damage. So 2 on and 2 out. Next is the designated hitter, Chris Bryant. Up the middle. And a base hit right there. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Not in time. Runner safe. A run comes in on the play. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, Zach Kokoska. The Yard Goats down to their last strike. Right side, and this might do it. De Los Santos. And that's the ball game. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Great effort at the plate. Digging in for the Bay Sox, Abby Abe, coming off a big game last night with 5 runs driven in. Also had 3 hits in the win last night. He hits a fly to center, and that'll do it. Digging in now for the Yard Goats, Jason Hinchman. Hard ground ball, base hit. Headed for the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. 1-0. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. With that kind of hard contact, I'm sure he wishes he would have got underneath it a little more, but that thing was still smoked. Great swing for the hit. This one is labeled. That's down. One hops off the wall. Really strong, loud contact on that swing. It didn't have enough to leave the ballpark, but it's still a very nice double. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. The second baseman now at the plate. Inside, almost got the hitter. Grounder left side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. So 1 hit. 1 away, runners at first and third. At the plate, Abby Abe, 1 for 2. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. So here's the cleanup hitter, Abby Abe. What a moment back in the 6th inning when he launched a 3-run homer that made a big difference in this game. And it's gone. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. This one ripped but foul to the right. Herrera, just 21 years old, and he's a native of Venezuela. Lifted in the air to right center. It's pretty deep. Puts it away for the out. Had to cover a lot of ground there, and that's why you take those extra reps during batting practice, getting reads on the ball as it comes off the bat. Even a quarter second's hesitation can cost you in the game. Liner to right, settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see him deliver. Abby Abe, fresh off an impressive. And now, Abby Abe blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Does it have the distance? And it's gone! Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And they take the lead. It's 2-0. Seemed like he might not have hit it hard enough to leave the yard, but it had base hit. 1 run is in. Throw into third. Nobody out and a runner at first. Abby Abe stepping in now. Currently a top 10 prospect at third base in all of minor league baseball. And there's a fly ball deep to right. This one has a chance. And it hits the fence. Runner around third. The relay to the plate. Runner scores and they have the lead. It's 4-3. And now the right fielder, Dylan Beavers. Pulls away a little bit. Runner at second with nobody out. Lined, and that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle. A hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Now a flare off the bat. Base hit and a run comes in. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That one just kind of faded over the infield and down onto the outfield grass. Base hits like that are a gift from above for the hitter. And that's a base hit. Coming around third. Throw off line, runner scores. And it's now 5-4. We're in the top half of the fifth. Stepping to the plate for Chesapeake, Abby Abe. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. He's just unconscious at the plate these days. Another big game here. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. And that falls for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. Not the hardest line drive you'll ever see, but a hit is a hit. I'm sure he'd have preferred to square it up. Oh, now this ball gets down. The throw home. Safe at the plate. They've got the lead, 6-5. Nice job of two-strike hitting there. Didn't get overwhelmed. He choked up a bit and punched that one into the outfield for a base hit. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Abby Abe. And in the first inning, he started off his day at the dish with a 2-run homer. Not a bad way to get things going. Base hit. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered it that one. Next up for the Bay Sox, number 10. Now this is belted to right. It's back. Snags it on the warning track. That ends. 2 away here, nobody on. Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, Abby Abe. That one hammered center field. It's back there. And it's out of here. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. Got it. That is the ball game. The Bay Sox slug their way to a win in this one. Abe really excelled in this game, helping lead them to the win. Knocked out. Abby Abe with an... Digging in for the Bay Sox, Abby Abe. 5 for 5 yesterday. A fun watch in that one.
No ball.
At first, one away. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. That's gotta feel good. Up to 5 homers in the series. And they add on. It's 3-0. That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. Abe. Now 2 out. So 2 down. Next up for the Baysox, Abby Abe. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the catch, inning over. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, Charlie Condon. To third, Abe. Play made, that ends the inning. So no. And now, Abby Abe. He's already homered in this ball game. Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, Dylan Beavers. Here it comes. Ground ball to first. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left. So digging in, Glenn Allen Hill Jr. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third. Comes across to score. All tied again, 5-5. Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. And that one fouled off. Wallops this one out towards right center. And it one-hops the wall. Go-ahead run into scoring position, stopping at second on the play. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. On the ground to third, Guerrero. They apply the tag. And no throw, batter into first easily. Next to hit, Jason Hinchman. Can't squeeze it. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Hitting isn't always pretty, but you'll take an infield single the same as you'll take a laser into the gap. He showed good hustle there to earn the base hit. Hit hard on a line. Drops into the glove. Runner tags and will move up to third. Two down and a runner at second base. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, Jose Torres. This pitch popped up. And that's the ball game. Abe was outstanding in this one, helping them get the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this. Up next, the switch-hitting third baseman, Abby Abe. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Abe with a homer in his last game. Gets it there in time, though, and they end up with 2 in scoring position after the out at first base. Runner at first, 1 away. Abe, 0 for 1. And foul ball. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a drive. Can't get to it. It drops into the corner. Coming to the plate. The relay. Safe. It's 2-0. 1 out. Runner at second base. The second baseman will hit next. This one's in the dirt. And the pitch. In the air to left center. And it falls. That base hit came down in no man's land, and that's a play where defensively you need to be communicating loud and clear. That's the only chance you'll have to make a play on it. He hits a fly to center. Martin under it. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Carter Young getting ready to hit. 1-2 offering. To the right side. Throw to first in time. That ends. Zach Kokoska now at the plate. 2-1 now. On the ground to third, Abe. And the inning is over. So they go 2 away here, nobody on. Next up, Abby Abe, 1 for 2. That one smashed to left field. Might have a chance at extras. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Not gonna get him, he's in there. Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. Now here's the 0-2. Popped in the air, left field. It falls in. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. The throw is offline, and the run comes in to score. 3-0. Comes through with the RBI. You talk about strong hands, he's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone, and he still got enough of it for the hit to the opposite field. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. Digging in now for the Yard Goats, number 10. Hard ground ball, base hit. And here comes the runner. Tag, in there, safe. All tied up at 3. Safe at second with a double, 3rd hit of the afternoon. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. In the air, out towards right center, Martin drifting towards this one. And there's 1 down. Nobody on and 2 outs. And now, Chris Bryant. That's to third, Abe. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Looking ahead to inning number 8. All tied up at 3. Abby Abe, the next to hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Now the 1-2 pitch. 2-2. Rolls away a little bit, and a fine job keeping it close right there. first, maybe a 2-ball. Tags the runner for 1. Double play, and we stay tied heading to the winning run stands at second. That's a base hit. Runner around third. Throw to the plate. And the Yard Goats walk this one off. They win it 4-3. Abby Abe with a remarkable... Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, Abby Abe. On fire at the dish lately. More than 3 hits per game over this last stretch. That's towards center. Makes the grab. Runner at first, 1 away. That's a hit. Lead runner turns at second. Here comes the throw. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Beavers. We're in the 4th inning, no score. Fly ball out to right. Makes the call and the grab. Here comes the runner from third. And they're out in front with a 1-0 lead. This is baseball 101 right here. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Get the ball in the air to the outfield and get the sac fly.
2 balls.
This one's in the dirt. Tapped out in front of the plate. And plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Midway through the 4th, Chesapeake ahead in this game, 1-0. Back here in Portland, bottom of the 4th. At the plate, Mark Colesbury. Ground ball left side, Abe. Tosses to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Digging in for the Bay Sox, Abby Abe. 1 for 2. So 1 on now with 1 away. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw, they get the out. That's the second time they've been caught stealing tonight, and they may want to rethink their approach on the bases. I get that they want to be aggressive, but running into outs never helps in offense. This one is labeled. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first, hustling for two. It's a double, three-hit ball game. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Left-handed batter waiting.
Two balls, two
in the dirt, but blocked. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top of the ninth. Lined into right. There to make the catch. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Up next, the switch-hitting third baseman, Abram Liendo. The Sea Dogs, down to their last strike. Struck the batter out looking. And this game is over. The Bay Sox hold on to win a tight one. Abe is on it. Abe digs in now. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Now a fly ball to right center. And there's 2 away. First and second with 1 away. And now it's going to be Yoenis Cespedes. Definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. And that is out number 2. So 2 down. Next up for the Bay Sox, Abe. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a drive. It's got a chance. Snags it on the warning track. Runner at first. Now the third baseman, Abe. Line drive, and it's caught. Dives for the bag. Out. Double play. Abe getting ready to hit. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat. Hitless so far. And the hitting. This one is labeled. And you can forget it. Made them pay for that one. Home run number 30 on the year. And we have a tie ball game. He delivered for his team in a big spot right there. Very clutch at bat. On to first. Ball game. Abe hit his 30th homer of the season in this one. Really cementing himself.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's St. Louis taking on Chicago. Here's Francisco Lindor. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. High fly ball, right field, Crow Armstrong. And there are 2 outs. Here's Freddie Freeman now. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But
Swanson fires over to first. Back here in San Diego, here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
The other way, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Swanson digs in. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Carroll leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. Bryce Harper
1-0.
now at the plate as he thought about that one but held back.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball.
Just
2
not
strikes.
able to catch up to that velocity.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Nico Horner, the batter now, as he swings and misses for
0-1's
strike
the count.
1. That one ripped. Bellinger makes the grab, and that is that. Second inning set to go, and now it's going to be Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one. One down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Runner on the go. Hot shot to third.
He beat it.
No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Nick Swisher, and he's the home run leader on this team, Siggy. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. That one felt good. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Luzardo, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. And first offering is fouled off. Out to center. Carroll makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Sale back to work. And that is out of play.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Check swing, and he went.